Hey, family, it's your girl, Mary Kay Bella. Welcome back to my channel. This video is very highly requested, so I figured I'd better give it to you guys. This is about my experience with microshading, and I have all of the answers to the question that you guys asked. If you guys are not following me on my social media platforms, I don't know why, but you need to do that at Mary Kay Bella, because I ask you guys a lot of questions via those platforms, especially Instagram and Facebook. So I asked you guys what questions that you had, and I'm going to be answering those questions after I show you the process. I went through my healing process. I filmed me actually getting microshaded, all of that stuff all the way through the healing process. So I'm going to show you guys that. And I know there's tons of questions. How much it costs? Is it permanent? Does it hurt? I get that question a lot. So I'm going to be answering all of those questions, you guys. So just go ahead and watch this, and then we'll be right back. Y'all see that eyebrow? You see that? And somebody jacked my eyebrows. So I'm going to get micro shaded. And I watched Miss Jackie Anna, and I love her so much. But that thing got me petrified, because she said the pain level is about a 4-5. But then she said, well, you know, I have a high tolerance for pain. I said, well, that means it's going to be 7, 8, 9 on me. Yeah, I'm so scared. I think this is it. Bloom Beauty Lounge, I'm assuming. So this is Miss Danny. Hey. Now, what is the technical term of what I'm going to be getting today?
Technically, you'll be getting microshading done.
Okay, microshading.
So microshading is different from microblading. It's using a permanent makeup tool as opposed to a thin blade creating cuts in the eyebrows. This preserves the integrity of the skin, and it's less compromised.
Oh, okay. And you do use numbing cream. I heard you mention that.
Numbing cream, yep. You're going to numb for an hour.
Oh, okay.
Most people rate their pain between a 3 and a 4.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah. It is similar to the tattoo. So you can handle a tattoo.
Okay.
Shading.
I will be back. Okay, so what you just did was the outline of the shape.
Yep.
And then from here you do the...
You're just going to shade it in.
That's... perfect shape for me. Oh, it looks so natural.
So good.
Thank you so much. Wow,
I'm happy you love
I'm
it.
just like, wow. Listen, I got eyebrows, okay? I'm waking up in the morning with eyebrows, okay? I need y'all to know that. I didn't go in there with none of them. I had nothing to offer that young lady. Nothing to work with but a hope and a prayer. And that young lady did this. A ninja got eyebrows. I just needed to tell y'all that. Now, this is the first day. I'm going to take you through my healing journey. But, day 1. Let's see how these bad boys heal. Good morning, beautiful people. Day 2. So, as you guys know, yesterday I got microshaded. So like over 2 weeks, I'm just going to show you how it heals, because it starts off bold and dramatic. And these are layman's terms. It has to go through a healing process. So it will end up lightening up, becoming softer, more natural looking. Also, it's going to peel, it's going to flake. You're not supposed to pick at it or anything like that while it's going through that process. So I'm going to take you on my journey, and then I'm going to answer all the questions that you normally get about microblading and microshading, what the difference is between the two. So this is some Dial. This is some antibacterial soap, you guys. And I'm being very gentle. And I'm just gonna rinse the this off with my nice clean hands. Okay, so I've got all the soap off. You guys, you gotta remember that you are cut up right now. You just cut up right now. Like when Michael Jordan retired, cut up. Oh, I was cut up. You have to take care of it like an open wound. When you get 3D brows, the aftercare is really, really easy. So you do this, what I just did, twice a day. And I will be back tomorrow to show you day. Today is officially the 26th day, you guys, and listen, before we start, let me just say, you know, back in the day, thin brows was in, and I was in cosmetology school, and we was learning about waxing and all that stuff, and somebody jacked me up. So I literally have to do my brows every single day, and that is the most, like, I'm getting into makeup, learning it and things like that, so I don't want to do that every day. You know what I mean? So the fact that, like, there's nothing on my brows, I didn't do my brows or anything, and I need y'all to understand, I had no, like, oh my gosh. So this is such a milestone for me, okay? And I still have to be touched up because getting touched up like 6 weeks later is recommended. Just perfect the brow. So this is before the perfecting session, okay? After that, honey, and I'm going to film that as well. That's going to be part 2. But let me tell you something right now. You're not going to be able to tell me anything. I mean, I'm just going to roll over when I wake up, look at my baby and be like, you see it? You know. Oh, I'm gonna be a little ignorant. I need y'all to understand what the blessing. Oh, y'all don't know blessings like I know blessings. Not having to fool with these. be a little ignorant. But then I'm gonna reel it back in because, you know, blessings can be revoked and I'm not trying to get my blessing revoked. Okay, so I'm gonna just be ignorant for a little bit and then I'm gonna go ahead and reel it in. Questions. First of all, I got my brows done in Charlotte, North Carolina by Brows by Danny. She's awesome. She's a nurse. She does brows. She's a makeup artist, all that stuff. And that was kind of one of the reasons why I went with her as well, because I think it's kind of medical. You know what I mean? You know, it's literally like cutting your face. So, you know, the fact that she's a nurse as well, that definitely played a part into why I chose her. And then her portfolio, looking at her work. And Charlotte made it hard. I'm not gonna lie, Charlotte has some dope artists. Yeah, so big ups to Charlotte. So the decision was tough, but I went with Brows by Danny. Let me just jump into the questions. And I asked you guys on Instagram and Facebook what questions you wanted me to answer. Let me just start with the main question that I've been getting. And I'm checking my Instagram literally as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. She, Mary Kay Bella. If you're not following me, please do, so you don't miss these things. The main question that I received is, does it hurt? Now, at different times in the process, it felt differently. Like in the beginning when she was doing the outlining, I didn't feel that at all. I was like, am I being bamboozled? I didn't want to get too hyped and then it really kick in, so I was like, nah. So the maximum pain level I felt from, like, on a scale from 1 to 10 would probably be a 5. Now, yes, I have a bunch of tattoos. I done got pierced a bunch of times in my life. That's just because I like body art. It's not because I enjoy it. Some people's threshold of pain is higher. Because I enjoy body art does not mean I have a high threshold of pain. I have a low threshold of pain. So a 5 for me, maybe like a 3 for you, straight up. And that was at the highest level of pain. It wasn't there the whole time. And also, let me say this. She did use numbing cream. We numbed for an hour before, and I didn't feel anything for a while. And then I started to feel it, and then she would numb it again and I started to feel it. So it just varies, but she numbs the whole way through. So if you're just like, oh my goodness, I can't take it, which I don't really see that, but if you were, she would stop and just numb you. So that was good. Oh, let me say this too. My right brow, like, which this brow numbed perfectly. It numbed so well. This brow numbed cool. And this is the brow that I like the best. So when I get touched up, we're going to like get my left brow in order. My right brow really came to be a team player. My right brow was like, listen, we doing this. You need me, I'm here, let's go, let's do it, let's be perfect. My left brow was like, I'm here, but you know, I was sleepy, I didn't feel like getting up, so I'm here, but I ain't really, let's do this because I got things to do. Y'all ever think about how the body works? It's just so crazy when you think about symmetry. Like, you have one side that'll do something and another side will do something. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's just how I numbed, which was like, wow. You have to do your research because every artist is different. Some do not use numbing cream because they say it changes the skin. So you have to ask those questions. Some people do this with no numbing cream. I don't suggest it. If you do it, honey, whoop, whoop, da doop. I mean, people have babies natural, so you can do it. But for me, it is not to be done. You know, that's just where I am with that. So the majority of it, I would say the vast majority of it, the pain level was probably a 3. So some people say, like, one young lady on my page said she was wearing headphones, she fell asleep, like it didn't hurt her at all. So, you know, it really is just, everybody's experience is different. I did a lot of research. Like, if y'all follow me, y'all know I asked this question last year about it. I was like on it then. And it took me a long time, not to build up courage to do it, but to really understand the process, especially the healing process. And I'm gonna tell y'all about that too, because, whoo, hold on. Let me get to these questions. How much? The cost. I paid $300 for mine. There was a $100 deposit, and then after the process was done, I paid the balance of $200. Now, when I go get my touch-up, the touch-up is $100. So, and she also said the touch-up is much shorter because she doesn't, like, she started from scratch, absolute scratch, when she first, you know, our initial appointment. So, y'all, I hate when I have a piece of hair. Okay. So, she said that the touch-up is going to be way shorter. The first initial appointment was like 2.5 hours, but it wasn't that whole time microshading. Like, we numbed for an hour before she did anything. So but she said it'll be about 30 to 40 minutes for the touch-up. So, you know, I'm gonna be vlogging that too, so we shall see. So yeah, that's that. Is it permanent? No, it is not permanent like a tattoo. It is, they don't go that deep as tattoos go, so it's semi-permanent. They say it lasts anywhere from 1 to 3 years, which is cool with me. Other questions. Most of the questions was, did it hurt? But y'all, seriously, like, the fact that I can just wake up and not worry about my brows, even now, even before the touch-up, like, y'all don't know. Like, you, boy, you don't know my story. Y'all don't know my story. Okay, would you do it again? Yes, I would do it again. Matter of fact, I am going to do it again because I have to get touched up. And whenever I need to go back, I will go back because it is so worth it. Let me talk about my healing process because that's a big question. Yeah, my healing process. Now, oh my goodness. So the first 2 weeks, y'all, I went through so many emotions because I didn't know, although I researched, everybody's healing process is going to be unique to them depending on how you took care of it. I just went with what my brow artist told me to do. So she told me to wash my brows and apply ointment like A&D, Neosporin, twice a day. Same thing as like a tattoo. So I use Neosporin. I did that twice a day. Use Dial soap because it's antibacterial, because you have to remember you're like really cut. I took care of it like that. And during that process, because it's real cuts in your face, it's going to scab, it's going to peel, it's going to flake, all that stuff. It's going to itch, and you have to find really creative ways to satisfy that itch. Sometimes you gotta, you know, I'm telling you, I got real creative. So a biggie is not to pick, like not to pick, because it's just, don't do that, because you can take off pigment by doing that. So you kind of just have to leave it alone. And there are days, like starting with, like, for me, I think it was like day 5, woo, all the way up through probably about 9, 10, y'all, I looked a fright. Do you hear me? Like crickety crackety. You have to tell your loved ones how this is going. You gotta know before you go in there that you're gonna look crazy for a few days, and tell your loved ones, like I told my babe, I told my children, listen, because we joked in my house, and I told them, I don't want to hear a word about it. I don't want to hear a word, because see, I didn't even put, like, I just don't want to hear nothing about it. Not a word. I had to tell them that. And they didn't make me feel bad when I knew I was looking crazy a couple of those days. So, you know, the support system is great. It heals like a regular like scab. So that's something that a lot of people don't realize. It's a wound. So yeah, as you saw, my process, it was like, I was scared at times. I saw like no pigment. I was like, so, but it's almost like during the process the pigment kind of goes and then comes back. It's really weird. I don't know. It worked out, okay? It worked out. You got to know. You got to just trust and believe. You have to trust and believe. You really do, because otherwise you're going to be like, it's going to be okay. And especially after you get your touch-up. Now, again, I'm going to be back with part 2 for the touch-up, but I wanted to just make sure that I answered all of your questions. I hope that I did. But yeah, y'all. I can do that and stuff. Y'all don't know. Y'all think y'all know, but y'all don't know. No, she did a great job, and I know the touch-up is gonna be banging. We're gonna get this left one in control, because this left one was acting ugly the whole time. Like, the left one ain't even want to numb right or anything. Oh, one more thing. When you first get them, they're going to be really dramatic, dark, like how you would do them if you're doing it like for real deal makeup or whatever. They're going to be real, just like bam, I have my eyebrows done. But over the healing process, they're going to lighten up. They're going to lighten up and they're going to shrink. So yeah, just so y'all know that. As it goes through the healing process, it changes and it gets more natural looking. Not so like makeup made up. Just so y'all know that too. So I will be back after the touch-up, but the biggest question, like I said, I get is about the healing process and about the pain level. I felt it. No doubt about it, I felt it. It was not, like I said, some people do it without numbing cream. So it's not unbearable, especially when you're numbed. But, you know, some people will be like, nah, girl, it don't even. I recommend that you get numbing cream. That's just my recommendation. I'm not Jesus. I'm not telling you what to do, okay? Somebody out there know what I'm talking about. Get that numbing cream, okay? I got some help coming from somewhere over yonder. Get you some numbing cream, okay? Everybody that responded to like my posts that have gotten microbladed or microshaded, everybody but one person had a wonderful experience. One person said it was like botched and it was, she's getting like laser removal. I was like, dang. Everybody else loved their results. Love their results, especially after their touch-up. So I mean, and myself included, I love the fact that I don't have to do anything. Like, y'all don't even know. But stay tuned for part 2. I don't want to make this too long. It's already long. For part 2, which is going to be my touch-up process and then healing, and then we done. You know what I'm saying? And listen, y'all, if you like ASMR, check out my family ASMR channel, Bella Baby Food. This is my son. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, love you. Yeah, Bella Baby Food and ASMR our way. Everywhere else, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at Bella Baby ASMR. We're gonna, you know, we're into stuff. We want to introduce things to you that we're into. So if you're into it, follow. Yes, that was a plug, but it's my video, so I can plug it. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all so much, and I wish y'all peace, love, good eyebrows,